What if I told you that nothing reveals how someone really sees you, like telling them you have herpes? I'm not just talking about potential partners here. I'm talking about your friends, your family, all the people who claim to love you. Because the second you share this part of yourself, you find out exactly where you stand. Hi, I'm Dupree, and I help people to navigate life with herpes. For those that are new here, welcome, and for those that are returning, welcome back. Here at Herpes Wellness, we provide education, support, and empowerment for those living with herpes. And if you don't have herpes and you're just looking for more information, we're here to help you too. Now, each Tuesday, we post content on topics like finding love, navigating intimacy, dealing with disclosure, and more. And today, we're going to talk about what happens the moment you tell someone you have herpes and how their reaction tells you more about them than it ever will about you. We'll get into why disclosure is the ultimate filter, how it exposes the real from the fake, and why disclosure doesn't put the power in their hands, but puts it in yours. Here's the deal. Nothing shows you how someone really feels about you faster than you telling them that you have herpes. I'm not talking about any type of half-assed response people give just so things don't feel super awkward. I mean their actual reaction. You know, a particular look on their face or their body language or even the tone in their voice. Herpes has a weird way of cutting through all the surface level bullshit. You don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to wonder if they're kind, emotionally mature, or capable of handling real life. You'll know right then. And this isn't just about someone you're dating. This also applies to friends, family, and the people who swear they've got your back. Because once it's out there, believe me when I tell you, they show you exactly who they are. Some lean in, ask questions, and keep talking to you like nothing's changed. Others get super weird and back away as if there's something wrong with you. Or worse, they ghost you. And does that suck? Yeah, it does. But at least you know now who you shouldn't be wasting your time with. So I want you to look at disclosure as not something you should be afraid of, but as something that actually works in your favor. Because it can literally weed out the people who said they'd be there for you, but in reality, they wouldn't have been. And if herpes is enough to make someone afraid of you, think differently of you, or even run from you, then it's definitely someone you don't want around. Now, a lot of people think that disclosure is just about telling someone that you're intimate with, and that's totally false. Friends and family can fail this test just as fast, if not faster. Here's the thing. We value the opinions of our friends and our family more than anyone else. And sometimes coming out to them can be really difficult because they can also be our harshest critics. Was I scared to tell my friends? Oh my God, I was terrified. But my mom, holy crap, that scared like the living daylights out of me. It really did. And when I first told everyone, I lied about how I got it because I figured that if everyone I believed that I had gotten herpes from someone who didn't tell me they had it, instead of choosing to be in a relationship with someone who did, they would show me more compassion. I thought that by lying, I wouldn't have to face any judgment or hear the, "What were you thinking? You screwed up your life" speech. That's how deep the fear of judgment ran for me. Eventually, I told everyone the truth, which I should have done from the beginning, because lying actually made things worse. Fortunately for me, I have the most amazing friends and mom who all have been supportive throughout every step of my journey. The reason why I share this with you is because when it comes to the people you love, the stakes feel even higher. You're not just worried about the words that come out of their mouth. You're worried about the shift that can happen in how they see you. I mean, will they look at you the same way? Or will they now see herpes first instead? But regardless of what they might think, let me tell you this. The minute you do decide to tell someone, you know exactly what they are thinking. And their reaction, no matter what it is, whatever it is, they're showing you who they are in that moment. Are they curious or closed off? Respectful or dismissive? Do they see you as the same person you were 5 minutes ago, or has this one piece of information suddenly changed everything for them? Now, granted, telling someone you have herpes, it can be pretty shocking at first. So it's possible that someone's reaction is because of that initial shock, right? But here's the thing. After that first moment passes, their true colors will come out. That's when you see whether they're willing to have a real conversation or if they start creating distance. And once you've seen that, it's so tough to unsee it. And it's heartbreaking at the same time. But it's also valuable information. Not so that you can judge them back, but so that you can decide how much access they get to you moving forward. Because herpes doesn't just reveal how people react to it. It shows you how they are going to treat you now that they know. Now, before we dive into how herpes works as a BS detector in dating, if you're tired of navigating herpes alone and you want friendship, love, or just real support, I invite you to join our free online community if you want to connect with people who truly get it. Stick around to the end and I'll tell you exactly how to join. Now, when it comes to someone you're dating or thinking about dating, the BS detector kicks in even faster. And yeah, disclosure can feel like you're giving your power away and allowing them to decide whether you're dateable or not. But here's the thing. They're not just deciding if they want to be with someone who has herpes. And let's face it, people will say no. I mean, it's happened to me more times than I can count. But what's most important is that they're showing you exactly who they are in that moment, same as your friends and family. Do they freak out and make some excuse to bail while on a date? Do they suddenly act different, like they're keeping you at an arm's distance? Or do they stay calm, ask questions, and keep the vibe exactly the same? I've experienced all of those things, and trust me when I tell you, their reaction tells you everything you need to know. And you know what else it tells you? It tells you if they're actually looking for a real connection or if they just wanted something quick and convenient, if you know what I mean, right? This applies to both men and women here, by the way. And here's the part I want you to really get. Be thankful for their reaction. Why? Because it saves you a hell of a lot of time instead of investing weeks or months into someone who was never in it for the right reasons. You get your answer up front. You don't have to waste your energy wondering if they'd still be around if they knew. You already know. So here's something that's super important. I don't recommend telling anyone over the phone or in a text. I know that disclosure can feel real scary, but if you don't tell someone in person, you'll never get to see their reaction to get a real sense of how they truly feel. Plus, it makes it too easy for them to ghost you on the spot or just kind of hang up on you. And honestly, that can leave you feeling even worse than if you would have had the conversation face to face. I also want you to know this. Someone saying no to being intimate with you, that doesn't make them a bad person. Some people just aren't into it, and that's totally fine. What matters is how they handle that no in the moment. Do they treat you with kindness and respect? Or do they shut down, get strange on you, or take cheap shots on the way out? It's also possible that even if someone treats you with kindness in the moment, that they may never speak to you again. And I want you to know that doesn't automatically make them a bad person either. A lot of people don't know how to handle the word herpes. They just don't. They don't know how to handle that. So instead of being honest and saying, I really like you, but I don't want to date someone with herpes, they avoid the conversation altogether by not communicating. And I know that's hard to hear, but it is what it is, and it's okay. Because either way, you still get what you need. Clarity. And like I mentioned before, clarity is way better than wasting your time. Now, a lot of people think that when they tell someone they have herpes, the other person is the one making all the choices, like as if they get to decide whether you're worth it or not. But let me be crystal clear. That's not how this works. You actually get to choose. You get to decide if a person, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a potential partner, whoever gets a place in your life. Look, I know ghosting sucks and someone judging you or shaming you does too. But here's the truth. Those reactions tell you exactly what you need to know about them. And I don't care whether you have herpes or not. Why would you want to keep someone in your life who treats you like you're less than? That's behavior I don't tolerate from anyone, regardless of the situation. And neither should you. You get to choose who gets a seat at your table, not the other way around. So be thankful for the ghosting. Be thankful for the no's. Because all they're doing is saving you from wasting your precious time on people who aren't meant to be in your life in the first place. Well, that's all I have for today. If you liked today's episode, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, I want to invite you to join our free online community by downloading the Herpes Wellness app. There you'll have free access to our forums where you can ask questions, seek advice, and help other members along their journeys. And for a limited time, anyone who signs up for the free support membership, we're going to upgrade you to the Connection membership, which includes access to a whole bunch of cool features, like a listing in our member directory and member search, direct messaging with other members, a group and love connection chat lounge, member-led events, both virtual and in person, plus monthly live streams with me where we talk about everything herpes. Normally, this membership is $19 a month, but you'll get this access for free for as long as you remain a member. And if you're wondering about privacy, we've got you totally covered. The app icon actually says H Wellness. So if someone happens to see your screen, you won't disclose your status unintentionally. So be sure to join us at Herpes Wellness. The link to download the app for both the App Store and Google Play is in the description box below. And if there are any herpes topics you'd like for me to discuss on the show, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you the next time on the Herpes Wellness Podcast. Bye for now.